everybody and welcome to Bride Guide 101 with Gemma and Jade, and we are from the Wedding Rings in Kidderminster, and today we are going to be talking about underskirts. Do you need one? Do you not need one?
They can really change a dress, and I think sometimes when ladies put a dress on with us and they're like, oh, I wish it came out a little bit more, or I feel like there's a lot of fabric on the skirt, an underskirt can be a really great at getting structure that holds the dress but also gives a bit of freedom of movement as well.
Well, it just keeps it in the same place, but obviously also keeps it away from your legs, especially if it's summer.
Yes.
And like Jade said, it can change the shape. So we thought we'd show you some different underskirts with some different wedding dresses and what you can do and see whether you think it's for you or not, basically. So let's get right into it.
Let's go. Underskirt we're going to show you is a fishtail one. This one I'm wearing has got one hoop, so just at the bottom with the petticoats over the top. What that hoop will do will keep the structure of the dress, and the more hoops in a petticoat, the bigger the petticoat, so obviously it's going to bring the skirt out a lot more. But the idea with a fishtail underskirt is that it keeps the structure of the dress. As you're moving, you don't lose that kind of bam look. So we'll pop it on with the dress and you can see the difference. Right then, so first brought this dress in, a fishtail dress, and we wanted to show it without the underskirt first. So sometimes with fishtail, obviously it is too long for me, but as you're moving, you're going to start kicking it out. So with the underskirt, it'll keep the structure and keep it off your feet. And obviously, if you want the dress to come out more, to be more of a bam, an underskirt's going to be a great way to kind of give you that shape without obviously adding too much to it.
So there's nothing in that one, is there?
No,
Can you show the ladies what's underneath at all? Is it just
me and my tights at the moment?
Yes, there's literally no sort of, because some come with underskirts, don't they?
Yeah, and you might go, actually, I think it's all about experimenting.
Yeah.
So if you want, like, oh, try it with an underskirt, actually prefer it without, and these are showing you have options with your dress.
Yeah. So now we've put the underskirt in. So this is the one with the fishtail, and it's got one hoop at the bottom. Now already you can see as it goes in, it's going to stay out now.
Yeah.
So you've got that sort of shape, haven't you?
Yeah.
So if you just turn ever so slightly, do you see how it holds the bottom this time? So when Jade's going to be turning, I mean obviously this is too long, so they're going to be more difficult to move around in anyway. But once she's got it all properly done and it's her length, she should be able to walk a little bit more. Because what you've got to imagine is now there's a little hoop that goes round her feet, giving her a little bit of space to walk rather than having to sort of kick it.
I was about to say, it's not sat on your legs, and I think, you know...
Yeah, so if I just show you underneath, look, so you just hold that. So you've got the structure of it, so obviously it starts here, and your seamstress will put it where it needs to be, because obviously you need the kick out to be at the same point as the dress. And then you've got your little petticoat, and then you've got your hoop look. So you've got this little hoop look that just keeps all this space between your legs so that you can walk around freely and not have to kick it out.
And more importantly, it keeps you cool.
Yeah.
Which is important in the summer.
So you have got to watch, you need, I would say, not an expensive one, but a decent material, because this material, it's thick, but it's not really thick. So if you've got like a princess style and it's all loads of tulle, that's fine. This sort of material, if you've got a cheap underskirt that's a bit, let's say it's a bit sticky out, do you see how you're going to have like little crumples?
Yeah.
So it needs to be a good quality one that just sort of keeps it out. So that keeps that shape for you. And obviously remember ladies, you haven't got to wear this all day if you don't want to.
No.
This could just be for the ceremony. So that's look number one.
Right then, the next one we've got for you is an option. Say if you're wearing a dress that's like quite plain, a thin fabric, and you feel really exposed on the skirt, having more of a slip, so you're giving yourself another layer to smooth things out with your underwear, this is your option. This is a nude, it can come in ivory, obviously depending on your dress. What it'll do, it'll make you feel a bit more comfortable because you've got another layer, so you don't feel so exposed with it, like I say, with your underwear line. So right then, so the next underskirt we've got for you is more of an A-line. So this has got one hoop, a bit like fishtail. This is more of a gentle, so if you want the structure of your dress to remain throughout the day, but you don't want the massive kind of ball gown theme, then a one hoop is probably your best sort of option. So if you want to keep your structure, you want freedom of movement, if you're a bit hot, this might be a good option with just the one hoop. Right then, so our next dress is no underskirt on the moment. It's an A-line dress. It's quite relaxed because there's just one layer at the moment. And obviously if you want more of a relaxed kind of boho wedding, this might be the dress for you or something like it. But we wanted to show you this one because I think with an underskirt it can completely change the look of the dress. So like I say, it's quite relaxed, but again you might be kicking it out. Again, it's too long for me. So pop an underskirt on and you can see the difference.
We've now popped a underskirt on. So this is the A-line. It's got one hoop at the bottom. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's massively taken out.
I think this is
gentle.
holding a shape.
Yeah, more gentle. But as you can see already, you've got that shape coming out of the A-line. And if you just feel it, you can see that it's not going to move around. So if Jade moves around, it holds that shape that you've got. So you've got a bit more structure with it. And we were just saying, actually, I think it really changes this dress.
I think I actually prefer it.
Yeah.
I feel like, again, the great thing about A-line is going to go in here, out here, which is making your waist smaller, which is everyone wants, don't they, really?
Yeah, of course they do. So it makes it look a little bit more, a bit more bridal, I suppose, than that, the more relaxed look, so it just takes it to another level. And, like we were saying earlier, it's almost like 2 dresses, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think already for me, now these are too long, but I can move so much easier already.
Well, you've got...
Because it's not sat on my legs.
So you've got, this is the dress, so then you've got obviously this tulle layer again. So you've got a couple of nice layers of that so it's nice and smooth, because you need this, because obviously if you just had the hoop, you'd be able to see a little bit of a line, because this is thin material. And then just underneath, so you've got a couple of layers, lots and lots of layers, and then there's your hoop look. So this hoop's quite high up. So when we say like more hoops, this is your one. So some will have like 1, 2, 3, even 4 if you're going for a bigger sort of ball gown sort of look, but that's just your one. And then once you've got that back on the top, obviously it just sort of, you've messed it up.
I know. She's going to tell me off.
Spend my life doing this. There you go, pop that back down. So then there's your simple A-line look. But again, you need to make sure that these are all kept nice and smooth and don't get them out in the wedding day and find they're all crumpled. Yeah. Because then you're going to have this sort of look. So nice and smooth.
Which is especially important with a fabric like this. But I don't think you can tell at the moment because it's nice and flat.
No, it looks nice, doesn't it?
So now we have an underskirt which is designed more for A-line dresses, but with 2 hoops. Now what this is going to do is more your ball gown. So if you want a bigger skirt, you need more hoops. So this one's 2 hoop, and we want to show you the difference that will make with your dress. Right then, so I'm in our final dress, and the reason we chose this...
It's our favourite.
Yeah. Right, Chelsea, you have to say that. We love it. But the look of this dress is completely relaxed. There are no petticoats in the terms of the structured petticoats. What I mean by that, you've got very soft layers. So, if I just show you, this is really thin, this is thin, and these are really thin, because that's the look of the dress. So we thought by getting this dress, you'd really see if we put a 2 hoop, we've got to go with this one. The difference of it, and that's why we like playing around.
Just move around it a little bit, just so you can see. Yeah, so you can
see. Okay, you know it.
But it's really swishy, isn't it? So there's no sort of structure to that whatsoever, which you might love because that's what we love about it. But we'll show you. So this is our last dress. Obviously, we just showed it you with nothing, and now it's got the 2 hoop underneath. So it's just taking it out, and you can see it's just keeping that shape. Whereas before, when Jade moved around, it would go next to her legs. So you've got this constant sort of A-line shape. For me, it takes it to a little bit more of a princess look. Yeah. Just takes that little step forward. So it's gone less sort of boho or relaxed to more of a structured sort of wedding dress. But again, you could have the 2 looks, couldn't you?
Well, this is it. If you wanted, like, oh, I love that dress, but maybe I do want more of a skirt, that's where your underskirt will come in. Yeah. To give you that shape. And again, like, I feel like it's a different look then. We've kept this with a 2 hoop, and I think, you know, you go 3, 4, you're going proper ball gown now. But I think with this one, it keeps the integrity almost of the dress.
I feel like if you're going to, if you want that look, then you're probably going for a different dress.
Yeah.
You're going for more of a ball gown, sort of full princess sort of looking dress, aren't you? I don't feel like you would go for this dress and then want to do, you could do that, but I feel like this is probably as far as you'd want to take this particular dress, wouldn't it?
But it just goes to show what an underskirt can do. Like, again, you're keeping the shape. As I'm moving, it's not losing
just
the
show
shape.
You again. So you've got obviously the dress layers which you've seen before. Then you've got much more of a stiffer material on this one, so it's a bit more of a stiffer sort of look. And then you've got your 1 hoop, 2 hoop. So again, if you go more, sorry, 3 hoops. So you could go more, you go up.
Yeah.
With how many hoops that you have.
And I think there's more layers to this.
Yeah.
And that's what this dress hasn't got, the kind of stiff net petticoat.
Well, you'll see when you try them on, when you're in the bridal shops and you're trying them on, some will already have something like, they won't have hoops, but they'll have something like this already built in. And what's worth saying as well, which we do a lot with some ladies, is let's say that you try this dress on and it's already got that underneath and you think, well, I love the dress, but I don't like it out so much. Just have them taken out.
Yeah.
And then you've got more of the first look, because that's literally all the designer has done, is they've built you an underskirt already in.
Yeah.
So if you don't want that to be that big, then you just take it out, don't you?
And that's why we do these videos, to show there are things you can tweak with the dress, some relatively minor as well, like taking a petticoat out, adding straps, doing little things, because don't worry if you're putting dresses on, there isn't something that's quite hitting the spot. Sometimes we'll suggest to go, have you tried out the petticoat? Like, oh my God, this is the dress.
Well, I do feel like that this actually really changes the look of the dress. So if you tried this on with this already built in and you were like, I feel like a princess, then I'd be like, okay, try it without. And there's a little trick you can do, if your bridal shop doesn't point it out, is just tuck all of the petticoats
and you feel really glamorous
into your legs and hold them, and then the skirt will just fall then.
Yeah.
So that's what, well, you can pull it behind as well, but just if you tuck it in, then you can see a little bit more about what it would look like.
Okay then ladies, I think that's it for today then, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like the channel so you'll get updates, notifications when our next videos are due. I think next time we're thinking about playing around with veils a little bit, aren't we?
Yes, we're going to put some veils on and see how that can change a dress. But I'm going to put some pictures at the end of this video of different underskirts, because we've showed you, you know, 3 out of probably 50, because there are all different sorts you can have. So if I just show you, you've got some that are just the train, and you've got some if it's a dropped waist. So I'll show you some different ones at the end as well.